Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida, there's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. They find some open field here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big run that time by Elliott. 61 yards that time on the ground. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Csonka.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Pollard one more time. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check smash. Check smash. Take right open.
On second down, Etienne once more. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now.
Hey, Lion,
Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Kill.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Motion man left is Kirk. They go play action with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
30 left. Check.
On first down, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. You look at this Jaguar defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago. And last week in that victory, they were pretty good. Probably a pretty easy film session, I would imagine.
And after a performance like that, so many people think you just roll into film, take your popcorn, kick back, and enjoy the show because they played well. I can just tell you from experience, after a win is when coaches come down on you harder. because they want to emphasize all the mistakes that happen. Because you won, you're in a good mood. They want to bring you back to earth. Oftentimes you walk out of there and you ask your teammate, did we win?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They toss it down to Pollard. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it? Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On 3rd down, Ferguson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Let's go.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Another tote for Etienne. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Hey, easy, route.
Here's third and a few inches.
11. Go. Street. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd and 2. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Etienne up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two yards still to go. Third down now. Looking to throw. Ferguson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half. I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
11.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Go, let's go. 11, Agate.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Go.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
30 left. Hey, kill. Here we go, Sahara. 11. Check smash.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ferguson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they'll go again with ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
13, Luke. 11. Sink right. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Pollard will take it up the gut. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ferguson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Campbell. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Jaguars 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now Lawrence changing the play.
Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54. All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Yasir Abdullah making the stop. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Ferguson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
13, Luke, 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good. For another Jacksonville.
Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here, and how do they run that effectively?
They're really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ferguson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Ferguson. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. A first down carry by Elliott. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.